Okay, welcome back to a quick video update. So what I can see currently, obviously you would have expected the weekend price action to be quite chilled, being a holiday weekend in America, with Monday being a bank holiday or public holiday in America, President's Day. So quickly getting into the charts, I'm just going to quickly show what I'm seeing. So for the most part, the weekend trap, usually a weekend range consolidation, now has failed. So generally I would have expected price action to have traded in this zone literally between you and bing bonged and continued sideways. So that has failed now. Why has that failed? Basically at the moment we've got, from yesterday, we've got spot lapping this move up. So spot CVD is going up. We also have some perps, but also as well there's some perp shorts in here as well. So for the most part this has been a spot driven move on a Friday into a Saturday, which generally is not a good thing for me. So, and then also as well, sorry, this may not all be updated. We do have some sell walls just further up, close to 71, which we've not quite hit. We've currently topped out around 7,500, which we had some liquidations anyway. So yeah, we've eaten these liquidations up, and obviously we still got a few more above us, kind of all the way up to 72k, kind of the higher, more the higher liquidation, higher leverage liquidations. So for now, also as well, getting back to the core strategy, we've front run the DMPOC that I was looking at. So I was looking at for a trade around 65, just below it. I did have other levels here that I was looking at. So obviously there was a local golden pocket from the 59,800 low to the 72,200 high. Currently now, what we are doing is we have broken resistance, and we have, I would think, officially put in a higher low, which I would have ideally liked to come lower, but for the most part here, what's happened is we have broken the value area high. Money flow on the 4 hours not come up, but the 1 hour crossed on yesterday, or late Thursday, Friday. 1 hour money flow crossed. 15-minute has been bing bonging kind of in between the green and the red. 15-minute money flow now has crossed over earlier on this morning. So for the most part, until this spot stops buying, ideally I would say that where I would be looking for a possible, where they're possibly going to go hunt for more liquidations, is above this high. So obviously this was an SFP here, a swing failure pattern, liquidity grab. We liquidity grabbed this high there, and yes, sorry, the color is blue. But so for the most part, this high here now at 72,200 is the probable point of interest or price of interest where I think they are going to go and start hunting the liquidity. If you pull a Fibonacci from the 79,500 80k high to the low, you find that level also aligns with a local golden pocket, also aligns probably with a naked weekly point of control. We just tap that weekly block. We can see if we find any other levels. I'm not quite updated levels. No, there's nothing weekly, no daily levels there. So yeah, for now, kind of that is the point of interest. But if they overshoot this level, where I am currently looking is the 786 value area low confluence at this point. So we currently just have these two levels above us. Money flow is looking stronger on market cipher B on the lower time frames. So that is a bit of a cause of, not a cause of concern, but generally just something to say that this move might be sustained. So I just wanted to show as well. So obviously those are the two zones that I'm looking at based on what the 4 hours doing and kind of some of the other higher time frames doing. So 2 hour as well, or mid time frames. I think we could sweep up there, ideally, kind of as part of the strategy. What I do look for is kind of bearish divergences into here with money flow coming up on the coming out, sorry, on the lower time frames. So these are 2 points of interest for another lower high. So obviously on the 4 hour that won't be a lower high, but if you look at something like the daily, it could be, right? So another point of contention as well is this daily money flow started to curve up. The 16 hour, 12 hour is relatively kind of flat. The 10 hours coming up, 8 hour kind of rolling over but flat. So from it's trying to come up. The 4 hour as well now is also trying to curve up. So from what I'm seeing currently, I would think that those are the next 2 points that give possible rejections for shorts, or kind of for temporary shorts. So yeah, I'm watching a 1 hour candle close, half an hour to 1 hour candle close to sweep the 72,500 give or take, or 72,200, and then close below that would be an SFP or swing failure pattern type short, and then obviously the higher one. So ideally, this is also going to be like 4 hour, 1 to 4 hour bearish divergences into those levels is probably what I'd look for. And then just reverting back to some long type trades. So we currently have created a new daily level, and we have a fresh daily naked point of control at 66,300 give or take. If this hypothetically is going to be the high, so if the high is not, if this is the high now, we currently have the 786. We currently have the 786 and golden pocket literally lining with the range value area POC and also down to the daily. So that now would probably be the kind of bullish zone for me for a bullish pullback. The only other concern there now, bar that kind of for the local pullback, is that we do obviously have trended, or we do or have trended from yesterday with spot buying on a weekend, which for me is very suspect. So usually what happens is if you trend on a Friday and Saturday into a weekend, you would find that the whole move gets taken back. Where would I also align that the whole move gets taken back is if I look at one of my templates for liquidations on TradingView. I could see this coming back down to take all this weekend liquidity back out, like 68,000. These are the high leverage longs at the moment. 67,600 is like 25 to 50x, and these down to kind of 66,300 level aligns with kind of more lower leverage long positions. If I look at Market Monkey Terminal, I'll probably have to just have to give this a minute or so just to load up and catch up to itself. I would presume there are quite a few liquidations around 66 to 67k. So that is kind of my zone of interest. Let's just leave that for a bit. So yeah, obviously weekend trap fail, liquidations down to probably around about 66, so it lines up with kind of where I'm looking at there, kind of that zone bounce. Generally with a weekend trend move, you would find that the whole move gets taken back by Tuesday of the following week, usually. So anyone wants to back check that, they can, but generally it's by Tuesday. At least most of this move will get taken back. Because obviously the algorithms or the bots, CME bots, try and keep kind of the weekend range intact, kind of have failed. So generally they would kind of give up, and yeah, they would start kind of pulling it back, of which we are seeing a local pullback currently now, like a small one, but not most ideal. And this is just not working, so I think we're just gonna have to give up on that because it just doesn't smooth. Market Monkey's failing me, but for the most part there is some liquidations kind of below. Lots of liquidity below for them to go back to now. Obviously, with Monday being a public holiday, the issue is just that we're going to have low liquidity all the way through till Monday CME open after the reconciliation. So that would be 6 p.m. EST, New York time, or EST American time, or 11 p.m. UK, kind of currently where I'm situated. So at that point, you'll find the bigger liquidity or the bigger market makers and all those things will come back online. And yeah, kind of that is probably where we would get, if all of this is reset, that's when we get the true move for the week. But currently, this is setting up quite bullish. And also as well, for those that follow like market maker method, trade by design, Tino's hybrid method, we have officially put in the 4-hour W. So but the contingency here, or the kind of the confirmation, is we have to break and close above on the 4-hour, make a higher high above this height 72,300, and then it's pull back and go for the option to get long within this trend. For the most part as well, sentiment's still really bearish. Everyone's still shouting for lower. So the max pain move now would be slightly higher and leave these traders behind, or investors behind, kind of wanting to buy spot lower for now. So on evaluation, kind of on my consensus and thoughts, more than likely we'll go for the 72,200, take out these liquidations, and then from there reassess. It's looking quite bullish at the moment, based on the CVD. If this thing loads, we're only now really starting to get spot CVD starting to taper off a little bit, but also as well in this whole move we can see that the open interest has dropped, so it's been a move to take out shorts. So word of advice, if you are in shorts or any trading longs, don't forget to take profit, otherwise they're going to come back for you. So with all that being said, and the about 12 to 13 minutes I've currently done, I would kind of my bias now flips slightly medium term bullish. So yeah, I'll either maybe take another short above at the zones marked, or I'm going to be looking for a pullback long now, I think. But we still need to get the confirmation of the close above, at least a close above 71,500, I would say, on the 4-hour to confirm market structure shift. And then yeah, you look for a higher low, and then kind of in the 4-hour trend is kind of, I would expect us to get hopefully back up to 75k at some point. All that turns around and this just falls and goes to doom again, then yeah, we literally fall back into the volume profile, rotate all the way back to 60k. But for now, kind of most updated level to watch is between say 66 and 67, and then just above us 72,300. Look for a swing failure trade, short, or otherwise look for the 786. And generally with these trades, you're looking for 1 to 4 hour bearish divergences above, below you, kind of in trend. This would have to come down quite a bit, but I would presume kind of like my go-tos would be like 30-minute, 1 hour, and 90-minute bullish divergences back down into the POC. At that point as well, I would want 4-hour money flow to have crossed green. So that is kind of all the confirmations that I'll be looking for. Any comments or queries, yeah, just comment on the video and I can kind of respond if there's any further kind of queries in regards to Bitcoin price action. But yeah, gonna leave it there. Thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that watches these videos and supports me. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.